What up, everybody? It's your boy P Funk, aka TBSP, the Bus Stop Philosopher. You checking out my YouTube? Make sure you like and subscribe, etc. Today is March 11, 2020, 3/11, and this one is kind of a rehash of actually my last post on nearly similar titles, but it was titled "The Carbon Fighter." So this one is just titled slightly different, COVID-19, the carbon fighter. Got up today, went to the store and bought some, household items. And it was really an eerie feeling where I was at. The traffic was extremely, extremely light. I walked about, I don't know, 9 blocks, only saw a couple of cars. Looked up in the sky, didn't hear the normal amount of airplane. Didn't hear any airplanes, actually. Didn't hear any airplanes. And almost like some of the eerie before and afters we see in certain cities, before and after, quarantines or, lockdowns and things like that. And I just wanted to reiterate that in spite of and not belittling the seriousness of the outbreak of COVID-19 outbreak, not to belittle that at all, or people who are affected, or people who have lost loved ones. I don't belittle that at all. However, I do continue to be astounded at, I watched, many of the climate activists, Greta Thunberg and Jane Fonda, going out every Friday to, make light of the issue and everything. And it just seems to me that this global problem, epidemic of disease or whatever, this global health problem has shown us that it's only up here where we feel like we cannot change our carbon footprint, that we can't do anything about it. Only under a situation like this will airlines say, all right, we're gonna cancel flights to a significant degree. Only in a situation like this will people say, well, you know what, it's not necessary for you to commute 50 miles to work, just work from home. And for students in schools to say, you know what, we'll send your assignments home, do them online, do them remotely or whatever. I don't know, do them by mail. But it's shown us, the coronavirus of this year has shown us a path, if you ask me, a path to where we can clearly decrease our carbon footprint under the right motivation. But it has to be a human, this is a human problem. And when the climate activists address it, they address it as a request. Can you please stop? Can we please, create more carbon friendly, vehicles and trains and ships or whatever. But this, I don't have numbers or statistics, but in a way, I can't say the shit. That resulting environmental, the environmental result is amazing. When you ground all those planes, and when you take all of those cruise ships and dock them, and you take all of those unnecessary things of commuting and doing things like that, it's awesome. That's the future. But for now, it's only temporary. And I encourage people, at least if you watch my video, or you feel passionately, or even just have a little concern about the future of humanity, look at the opportunity here for businesses and people to make adjustments, to say, you know what, instead of you coming to work every day, we'll cut days off where you can work from home. You can do it for the coronavirus. Why not? Schools, staff and budgets, yeah, they need to work. Of course, they need to work. Nobody's saying that, to cut the pay or anything else like that, but cut back on the unnecessary travel or the unnecessary uses of energy where you could save. Cruise ships, it's just a big. I understand it's a luxury thing, but maybe push those back a little bit and say, you know what? In response to the environment, we're going to go on, we're going to send less ships out there. Just all the way across the board. It's been a quiet skies. The air over some cities in China is actually cleared out. Some of the smog and everything else like that. And I mean, just mainly in the affected, in places that's been affected by this. So, I mean, just think about these instances that we have now where we say, well, we can't do anything about aviation. We got to have it. We can't do anything about, electric cars are helping, but we can't do anything about all these people driving back and forth to work. We can't do anything about, we need ships and planes and trains. And obviously, these things are all not completely necessary. And that's what this epidemic, this outbreak has shown us. How much unnecessary shit that we fucking go and do every fucking day that we really don't have to. Now, I know people need their kids to go to school so that they can go to work. But from an environmental standpoint, there is a way to solve that. And also, I know people want to go on cruises. Hey, there's ways to do that too, where, well, maybe the cruise thing isn't a good example. But what I'm saying is, COVID-19 has shown us how to be the carbon fighters of the earth, because it has shown us that much of our human activity is just intramural or whatever, or optional. It's not required. It's not required. Global planes and flights everywhere. It's not required. So, I just wanted to just reiterate that one more time. The No Broadcast is what the fuck am I talking about? Episode 11. It's COVID-19, the carbon fighter. So let's think about what we can do to fight carbon pollution. Because if a little bitty cell traveling across the world, and like I said, I feel for anyone who's been sickened, or lost someone in all of this. But if this little bitty thing can show humans to say, this little microscopic thing has shown us the folly of our carbon output. It's shown us that, hey, even though humanity will not do anything voluntarily, it's shown that with a little bit of motivation, we can change our carbon output almost overnight. In any case, I'd like to thank you for watching. Check out some of my other videos. Bing, bing, bing. You check out, this is, like I said, this will be the 11th one or whatever. So check out some of my other 10 videos. I want you all to have a nice day. Stay happy. Stay safe. Wash your hands. All of the things they're saying, keep your distance. And also, breathe and look up at the sky and say to yourself, what would it be like if we cared about it this much every day? Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. The No Broadcast.